Well, hello there.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, that's how you start a segment right there.
It is. Welcome back to Show and Tell.
It's Santa.
With BTL. So, obviously, Santa is in the studio with us now. And, you know, it seems like I just saw you at the parade.
Yeah, unfortunately, the parade was so huge this year, I managed to throw out my voice. So if my ho-ho-hos are a little scratchy, that could be why.
Okay.
But it was a great parade.
So, I knew he was coming.
Yes.
And I'm still just as excited as I can be.
I love Santa.
And I've known Santa for years.
I love how he's always trying to get on the nice list. Trying. The operative word there.
So, what is it like to be Santa right now?
Well, it's very busy, to say the very least. It's crazy busy this year because everybody wants to see Santa in person. We weren't able to do that a lot last year because of all the stuff going on. So it's very busy this year.
Okay.
I do have a very important question for Santa.
Okay.
And it's not about me.
Is it about me?
No. What is the most unique thing that's ever happened as Santa?
The most unique thing that's ever happened as Santa. I think one of the first times that I was visiting Alabama to take some photos with a family, I got to ride in one of those beautiful little farm utility vehicle things. It was all red.
Yeah, sure.
If you can't have Rudolph, then that's the way to do it.
Right.
And the cool part was we got to drive around and chase cows. I had an elf helping me drive, and I had a whole family of little children that were all dressed up in their PJs, and we were out in a pasture chasing cows.
Oh, how awesome. Now, did you run over any cow patties or anything?
I'm quite sure we did. We try to talk about things like that in Santa experiences. We try to remember the happy and the jolly, not the cow patties.
Speaking of Santa experiences and things you don't want to talk about, Theater Huntsville was on our last episode.
Yes.
And they talked about the reindeer monologues.
You know, I've heard about this show, but Mrs. Claus will not let me attend.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it's quite funny, but I'm not really sure it's something for Santa's eyes.
I see. Good.
Because Santa knows everything you start with, right?
Oh, well, I know things about Christmas. I don't know if I know everything, but Christmas I can usually handle.
So the reindeer aren't going on strike, are they?
I hope not, because we've got a big ride coming up on Christmas Eve.
That is
and
correct.
I'm going to need them. They can't go on strike.
So, what is the favorite thing that Santa does right now? I mean, what's your favorite part of being Santa?
Well, my favorite part of being Santa, of course, is the look in Andrew's eyes every time that and it's just like any child that I've ever seen. The magic and the wonder and the joy that is Christmas. That's the beauty of it.
So, and you just can't even be in his presence and just not feel super happy.
I'm like beet red.
So, several years ago, we had Santa at one of our shows.
Yes.
And Santa and I are very good friends outside of here.
One of my favorite elves.
The world's tallest elf.
World's tallest.
Elf Part 2.
I have a picture of Santa sitting in my lap, and it's one of my favorite pictures ever.
It's we kind of reversed the roles that day, but that elf hat that you have is just absolutely perfect.
Yes, I wish I could find it.
I don't know how you could lose it. It's like 12 feet long. It's the world's biggest elf hat.
So, if people want to see Santa this year, how can they do that? I know you're this year doing a lot of individual pictures, right?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of photography sessions, a lot of different things, but this year, I think the easiest way is to maybe stop by the mall. I know I'm going to be there for a good while.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, different places like that. You can go by the Cabela's. I think we're doing a lot of stops out there, and that's a great place because they have so much else to see while you're
Okay. And does Santa have a booking agent?
You know, I just use North Pole Enterprises. That's the easiest
good.
way
Yeah, that's
to
a
get
good
in
one.
touch
They're
with,
good.
to
Yes.
get in touch with Santa.
What is your hospitality rider like? I mean, goodness, lots of milk
Well,
and cookies and...
Okay, first of all, we have to have the red and green M&Ms. Okay?
Ah,
no
yes.
blue ones. They've got to
yes,
be red
got
and
it.
green. And they have to be really homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
Okay? If we start getting like Chips Ahoy and stuff, that's not
Oh,
gonna
no.
work. You know, because
no preservatives or prepackaging.
yeah,
no.
And no, we're not doing the lactose-free milk. We're going all the way in. So as long as the M&Ms are there, I think we're okay.
Okay.
So, typically when we have a guest, we ask them two questions.
Yes.
The first is, if the world were a stage show, who would your character be? But I feel really weird asking Santa, what character would you be?
Well, I always wanted to do this, and it very seldom happens. If it was a stage show and I could be anybody, I'd really like to be the Easter Bunny.
Oh,
That never
Excellent. Didn't even think of that.
It'd be
Yes.
kind of cool.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. Wow. I'm just blown away.
So what's your question?
What's your favorite Broadway show?
Well, I don't know if this qualifies, but that show with all the Rockettes, with the kicking
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff,
It's in New York City. It's in
yes,
Radio City Music Hall.
They do
Why
a
not?
great job with Santa. And if I can't do that, then I'm going to be in the front row of Phantom when the chandelier falls.
Watch
I
your
love
head.
that part.
It'll-
Yeah. Take
Yeah.
my hat off.
So here's a weird question.
Okay.
And I know we're cutting it close on time, but what is your favorite portrayal of Santa in a movie?
Well, in a movie, there's no doubt it's the original, not colorized stuff. The original black and white Miracle on 34th Street,
Absolutely.
starring Edmund Gwynn. He does
Yes.
the best representation of Mia that I think I've seen in a long time.
Awesome. Well, sadly, we got to go.
Well, I've got to get back to the workshop because there was this huge issue on the PlayStation line this morning, and the Barbies were getting all backed up. I think they ran out of hair. That could be terrible. So I've got to get going too.
Bald Barbies? No.
Okay. So we're going to go to a break, say bye to Santa, give him our list.
I love you, Santa. I
It's
love
so
you,
good to see
Santa.
Andrew.
We're also going to hit the community calendar. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Hey, make sure he picks up his room this year.
Yes, I will get on that.